Hello, this is Dr. Darnise, and welcome back into another installment of Dr. Darnise's House of Religion, Magic, and Conjure. And today I want to share with you some manifestation techniques that I have been working with that have been so powerful, and I want to share it with you. You might be hearing some music from outside, and if you are, it is because there is literally a music festival happening outside. So I can't do anything about that. But anyway, so what's been up is I've been having some really good success with manifesting some money. And I thought, okay, well, I will share that with people because people are always asking me about, how to manifest. And of course, people want money. People want, the stuff that makes life easier, better to some extent. So I'm here to share that with you. I will say, all the things that we think that, all the things that we want, those external things, the nicer house, car, whatever, those are nice things to have. Keep in mind, though, those external things are not the things that will make you happy in life, right? So, but they're the things that we would like. They're like icing on our cake. So let me share with you what I've been doing. So some of you are familiar with Neville Goddard and the teachings of Neville. I've shared on this channel about Neville really as one who learned from the African mystic Abdullah. And so when we are learning from Neville, we're really learning from Abdullah, the African mystic. And so you can find all over YouTube Neville Goddard's teachings. But, there's only a few videos that really share with you that his teachings came from this African man who he met early in the early 1900s. So anyway, you might be saying, okay, what is this strategy? And it's going to sound kind of crazy, but I'm going to tell you it is the power of your imagination. I always say to you, the key to magic is your intention, right? Get your mind clear, get your mind right, and focus on what it is you want to manifest. And that is true with any tool that you use. Look, I have a candle here. I'm getting ready to light y'all know it's a green candle, right? I'm getting ready to light this. I've got it next to some pyrite and some aventurine and some citrine. If you can see that little citrine. So, I believe in the rituals and everything, but you know what the candle is good for, what candle magic is actually good for? Focusing your intentions. And so one of the techniques that Neville Goddard tells us is to focus using your imagination, right? And it is a particular way of using your imagination that I'm going to share with you, right? So using your imagination while you are falling asleep. I call it counting money in your sleep. If you count money in your sleep, you are going to have that experience in actual waking life. And you may say, well, how is that possible? Because you're giving your mind, your subconscious mind, a suggestion, an auto-suggestion, right? And it can't really tell the difference between what is imagined and what is actually happening. All is now. So what you want to do is maximize this phase that you go into, that we all go into as we fall asleep. You want to maximize that time because it's a very powerful time for manifesting. So as you're falling asleep, think of the thing that you want to manifest and go into great detail in terms of how you can imagine it. Imagine yourself having it. Imagine yourself, telling somebody else how it already happened and already came true. So in my experience, I was counting money, right? So I said, okay, well, I'm really wanting to manifest this certain sum of money. It's just five figures. And, I wanted to come to me in some way that's not really work, right? I mean, I could manifest it various ways of working, but okay, I want to just see how this is going to work. And so I want to manifest these 5 figures. And so I'm going to, as I fall asleep, as I'm lying there in bed, falling asleep, I am going to literally count stacks of money. So imagine yourself having a $100 bill or a $20 bill, whatever you actually have or whatever you actually can really, really recall in your mind. What does money smell like? What does it look like? Who's on the, whose face is on it? $100 bill, we know is a Benjamin, right? So whose face is that? Really recall all of it, what it feels like, what it sounds like when you crinkle it, what it smells like, what it looks like in great detail, right? So you need, if you need $1,000, then you need 10 of those. You need more than 1,000, you just keep counting them mentally, using your imagination, but in great detail. Neville Goddard taught the power of the imagination, right? It is our toolkit for how we can manifest. As I say, I always say to you, use the power of intention. Use the candle or use the crystal as a permission slip, as a tool of focusing your mind, because we really are the ones who are most powerful. God, the Creator, has given us the power to create our world, to create our circumstances. The way we do that is understanding that, first of all, and then focusing that power so that we can have what we actually intend and not just by default. Most people are on the default plan. That means we're in reactive mode, and we get up every day and we look at our phones or we look at the news and we start reacting to whatever we see. And our old programming will tell us, this is why you can't have, $20,000. This is why you can't have the car. This is why you can't have whatever it is you want, because the old programming is there. The ego mind is going to tell you, well, who do you think you are, or how are you supposed to get that? Money doesn't grow on trees, right? The whole kind of recording that's in there. But when you engage your imagination while you're falling asleep, you're really minimizing the old recording that's in your mind. You're going to minimize that, right? Take advantage of the sleep state and allow your conscious mind to work on, your unconscious mind, to work on it while you are asleep. And that right there is worth everything. The tip that I just gave you, the tip that comes to us really down from Abdullah. This is, I can say it comes from Abdullah, but it comes from mystics from the beginning of humanity, who really understood that we are the creators of our own experience. Everybody who's been teaching us that we are the creator of our own experiences knows this truth. The ones who steer us away from that, those tend to be the institutional churches who want us to give our power to them, the church, or religious leadership. We are the ones who are powerful. God has given us the power to create our own experience. So use this to your advantage. Really come to understand that you can create wealth. You can create whatever you want. So in my experience, I created those 5 figures. I created that, out of the blue kind of, where money just seems like, oh, wow, look at this. It just seemed to come out of the blue. I wasn't planning on this. I didn't know, I didn't have, a client or a few clients who were, kind of in the pipeline. No, nothing. And so it came to me, an opportunity came for me. The opportunity came for me. Likewise, I have another one pending. Y'all, I'm telling you, you must do this. Right now, as you're watching this video, commit to yourself that when you go to sleep tonight and for the next at least week, that as you're falling asleep, you are going to deeply visualize in great detail what it is you want to manifest. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a new job. If it's a job, then imagine yourself being offered the position, signing on the dotted line, being shown around the office or, whatever, on the first day. Imagine yourself at the bank and the bank is giving you the loan that you need. Imagine it in detail. Imagine how you would explain it to somebody else, your best friend or your sister or your brother or your mother, a friend, after the fact. And they say to you, wow, how did this happen? And they're like, tell me everything. How did this happen? So how would you explain it to them as if it had already happened? Neville says, live in the end. Live in the end, right? Live as if it has already happened. So you might be able to tell I'm kind of enthusiastic about it because it's so powerful and it's already working for me. It's already working for other people who I've been telling this about. So I'm like, I gotta share it with my people. I gotta share it with my people on YouTube. So let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Maybe you've heard of this before. Um, how familiar are you with Neville Goddard? How familiar how familiar are you with Abdullah? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you got going on. Let me know if you want some more of these kind of tips, because I can come on here and just say, hey, this is what's working for me. I think you'll find it's going to work for you too. Other than that, I would appreciate you, as always, liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Especially when you like it, helps the channel grow. Y'all see we're at like over 2,900 subscribers now, so we're getting really close to 3,000, and so I appreciate all of your support. We're still kind of a small channel here with just barely under 3,000, but it's great for me. It's great for me to come on here and be able to share things with you all and get your feedback as well. So like, share, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Bye for now.